out not last weekend, but the weekend before, and this girl came up to us with shots. She came up with a whole plate of shots. You know how they do. You know how they're trying to get the sale on that. And I was speaking to her, and we started building a rapport in a sense, and asking about each other's lives, what we do, like where we're from, all that stuff, and we were getting on well. And this girl said, "I like you," and then I said, "Oh, what's your number then?" Gave my phone, "What's your number?" And she's like, "Oh, I can't give it out at work. I can't give it out at work." I failed. Then I asked for the Instagram. I can't give it out at work. I failed. Then I asked for the Snapchat. She said she can't give it out at work. I failed. And it's one of these things that, even in this scenario, it probably was just to get the sell. But I remember the feeling of complete just fear that was gone. The fear was gone of rejection that night. The fear of rejection was gone completely that night. And then we ended up getting someone that night anyway, so it was good. But on a real level, the fear of rejection was completely gone. And I just want to ask you though, what's the worst thing that can happen if you approach someone and they say no? What's the worst thing that can happen? Not much, really, is there? Not much. I feel like a lot of us feel like it's going to be a lot worse in our head, but on a real sense, once you get rejected once, you just feel like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, it is what it is. Oh, we brush it off and go again, which is fine. And then you have more confidence in a sense, because you feel like, oh, if I get rejected, I'll just handle it again, you know what I mean? And it's one of these things that when you almost get rejected in a sense, this was a weird scenario, don't get me wrong, but when you get rejected in a sense, it's one of these positive things and these positive experiences, because you need rejection on a real level of life in a sense, you know. You need to try and be rejected in anything, whether that's your goals, whether that's women or whatever it is. You need that. You need that. And I needed that in a sense, because that was the first time in a while I got completely like rejected in a sense, you know. Completely rejected. And this is not because I'm amazing. This is just because I'm very selective with who I go for. So I'll only go for them if I know they are interested, if that makes sense. It's not like I'm amazing or anything. It's literally just, if I know they're interested, then I'll go for them. Or they might come up to me. And it's one of these things that when you go through an experience like that, you just understand that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just continue forward. I'm probably never going to see that person again unless I go on that bar. I'm probably not going to see that person again unless I go to that place. And that's fine. That's fine. And I just want you lot to get over this anxiety of being rejected. If you approach someone and they're attractive, it doesn't matter really if you get rejected. If anything, more so it matters if you've improved from it. It matters more so if you get better from it, because it's one of these things that you need. You need to face rejection, whether that's your career, your goals, whatever it is. You need to face rejection, and facing rejection on a little level like that is good, because then you just bounce back stronger. Come back. And that's when your self-talk's important, you know. And I just want you lot watching this to feel like it's okay to go up and try and fail. It's okay. It doesn't make a difference on you. If you keep trying and trying and trying, it doesn't make a difference on you. And on a real level, you need rejection. You need to lose. You need things going wrong. You need to go through a situation of it not going well. You need to literally go through something where it doesn't go well. And this goes on a real life sense, like fuck the women shit. This goes on a real life sense. I've been through loads of stuff where it hasn't went the way I wanted. And it's went terrible, and it's went down, and I feel shit. But I needed that to bounce back stronger, build resilience, build more confidence, build more belief in myself. You need that. But if you don't even try, you're never going to see that anyway. You know, you're never going to see the rejection. You're never going to see where you have to improve. A lot of times I feel like rejection's where you need to improve. So you go for a situation, you get rejected. What's wrong with it? Let's say you apply for a job. What's wrong with your CV? What do you need to add on there? Do you have to do something different? Do you have to improve? Let's say you make a video and it does shit. What's wrong with it? Where do you need to improve? What do you have to help? Let's say you're working on something and it's not going the way you want. What's wrong with it? Where do you need to improve? It's obviously not going right. When we have that mindset with it, that we need to improve and we need to get better, you're unstoppable in a sense, because you're looking for that next goal, that next thing, leading to you growing and getting better and being better and actually getting your required result over time. But if you have the other mindset of running away, being scared of that feeling of being rejected, like a lot of people have, they run away because they're scared of that feeling. You never get anywhere. And that's a terrible and sad place to be. And I just want you lot to understand it's okay for things to go wrong. It's okay to be rejected at times. It's okay for whatever it is to go wrong in a certain scenario. This became more of a life video than what the title was about, but on a real level, you're going to be rejected at times. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference to you. It just makes you feel like, oh, maybe I need to come across a bit better. Oh, maybe I need to be a bit better. Oh, it may have just not been the right situation, right scenario. Sometimes it's that, sometimes it's that. Like I felt like it wasn't that night. And it's one of these things, because I had a 1-on-1 kill death ratio that night, so not too bad. 1 loss, 1 win, so not too bad. But on a real level, you're gonna go through situations where things go wrong and situations don't go as you planned, whether that's in life, whether that's in this sense, whether that's in all these different things. And if you go through a situation where it doesn't go right, you gotta understand that you just need to improve through it. It's a lesson. You've learned from it. You don't beat yourself up on it like we always do. We always go through something and beat ourselves up from it. And that's what I found with me before I do something, because I was so fearful of it going wrong. The anxiousness beforehand of it going wrong. Oh, what happens if it didn't go right? What happens if it didn't go right? I was putting too much on the outcome, when in reality the outcome doesn't really matter that much. You know what I mean? In a certain scenario, of course it matters, but if you keep trying and trying and trying and improving, over time you should be able to achieve that outcome anyway. So that's going to be the real message anyway. That's going to be the real message in this video. Hope you don't got a lot of value. You're going to go through situations where it doesn't go right. You're going to go through situations where things don't go the way you want, the way you planned. It doesn't happen how you want. But at the end of the day, it's important for you to grow and get better through that, and use it as motivation to improve. Don't use it to hold you back. Don't use it as something terrible. Use it as something to improve. Because at the end of the day, that's going to lead to real results, and that's going to lead to actual growth. If you beat yourself up when something goes wrong, you're going to be in that box forever. You're going to be scared forever. You're going to be literally in that box forever for the rest of your life, into you not even achieving anything and feeling almost unfulfilled in yourself. Do you want that? Because all the things we want is on the other side of risk and fear, essentially. Everything you want. Let's say the goal you want. Let's say a certain amount of money you want to achieve. What's that on the other end of? Consistency and the fearfulness of you not achieving it, in a sense, or you may have to be around people to achieve that goal. You may have to work in this space. You may have to be around these people. You may have to go towards this thing. You may have to do this. But you're fearful of doing it in case it goes wrong. But in reality, if you just tried, you'd be better off than you staying in that same box. And that's going to be the real message in this video. Hope you all got a lot of value. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.